If you knew what I know about the power of giving, you would not let a single meal pass without sharing it in some way. It is better to conquer yourself than to win 1,000 battles, and the victory is yours. It cannot be taken from you. Your work is to discover your work, and then with all your heart to give yourself to it. To abstain from lying is essentially wholesome. Avoid evil deeds as a man who loves life avoids poison. Believe nothing, no matter where you read it, or who said it, no matter if I have said it, unless it agrees with your own reason and your own common sense. Teach this triple truth to all. A generous heart, kind speech, and a life of service and compassion are the things which renew humanity. Even as a solid rock is unshaken by the wind, so are the wise unshaken by praise or blame. Nothing ever exists entirely alone. Everything is in relation to everything else. Nothing is permanent. A jug fills drop by drop. Those who are free of resentful thoughts surely find peace. There has to be evil so that good can prove its purity above it. The whole secret of existence is to have no fear. Never fear what will become of you. Depend on no one. Only the moment you reject all help are you freed. To conquer oneself is a greater task than conquering others. Set your heart on doing good. Do it over and over again, and you will be filled with joy. Buddha. He who loves 50 people has 50 woes. He who loves no one has no woes. Hatred does not cease through hatred at any time. Hatred ceases through love. This is an unalterable law. You can search throughout the entire universe for someone who is more deserving of your love and affection than you are yourself. And that person is not to be found anywhere. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. True love is born from understanding. If you truly loved yourself, you could never hurt another. Love is a gift of one's innermost soul to another so both can be whole. The way is not in the sky. The way is in the heart. Meditation brings wisdom. Lack of meditation leaves ignorance. Know well what leads you forward and what holds you back, and choose the path that leads to wisdom. No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path. Anger will never disappear so long as thoughts of resentment are cherished in the mind. Anger will disappear just as soon as thoughts of resentment are forgotten. There are only 2 mistakes one can make along the road to truth: not going all the way and not starting. If a man's thoughts are muddy, if he is reckless and full of deceit, how can he wear the yellow robe? Whoever is master of his own nature, bright, clear, and true, he may indeed wear the yellow robe. One should strive to understand what underlies sufferings and diseases, and aim for health and well-being while gaining in the path. If you are quiet enough, you will hear the flow of the universe. You will feel its rhythm. Go with this flow. Happiness lies ahead. Meditation is key. 3 things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. However many holy words you read, however many you speak, what good will they do you if you do not act on upon them? However many holy words you read, however many you speak, what good will they do you if you do not act on upon them? If we could see the miracle of a single flower clearly, our whole life would change. Those who have failed to work toward the truth have missed the purpose of living. In separateness lies the world's greatest misery. In compassion lies the world's true strength. If you find no one to support you on the spiritual path, walk alone. There is no companionship with the immature. If the problem can be solved, why worry? If the problem cannot be solved, worrying will do you no good. It is better to travel well than to arrive. Pain is certain, suffering is optional. Even death is not to be feared by one who has lived wisely. A man is not called wise because he talks, and talks again, but is he peaceful, loving, and fearless, then he is in truth called wise. A dog is not considered a good dog because he is a good barker. A man is not considered a good man because he is a good talker. Remembering a wrong is like carrying a burden on the mind. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. The mind is everything. What we think, we become. All wrongdoing arises because of the mind. If the mind is transformed, can wrongdoing remain? The past is already gone. The future is not yet here. There's only one moment for you to live. Wear your ego like a loose-fitting garment. Speak or act with an impure mind, and trouble will follow you. In the sky, there is no distinction of east and west. People create distinctions out of their own minds, and then believe them to be true. We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. To keep the body in good health is a duty. Otherwise, we shall not be able to keep our minds strong and clear. There is nothing more dreadful than the habit of doubt. Doubt separates people. It is a poison that disintegrates friendships and breaks up pleasant relations. It is a thorn that irritates and hurts. It is a sword that kills. There is nothing so disobedient as an undisciplined mind, and there is nothing so obedient as a disciplined mind. The secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, worry about the future, or anticipate troubles, but to live in the present moment wisely and earnestly. One moment can change a day, one day can change a life, and one life can change the world. If anything is worth doing, do it with all your heart. There isn't enough darkness in all the world to snuff out the light of one little candle. Imagine that every person in the world is enlightened, but you. They are all your teachers, each doing just the right things to help you. An idea that is developed and put into action is more important than an idea that exists only as an idea. Have compassion for all beings, rich and poor alike. Each has their suffering. Some suffer too much, others too little. If you are facing in the right direction, all you need to do is keep on walking. Whatever words we utter should be chosen with care, for people will hear them and be influenced by them for good or ill. On life's journey, faith is nourishment. Virtuous deeds are a shelter. Wisdom is the light by day, and right mindfulness is the protection by night. If a man lives a pure life, nothing can destroy him. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and the life of the candle will not be shortened. Happiness never decreases by being shared. It is ridiculous to think that somebody else can make you happy or unhappy. A disciplined mind brings happiness. There is no path to happiness. Happiness is the path. When you realize how perfect everything is, you will tilt your head back and laugh at the sky. Happiness is not having a lot. Happiness is giving a lot. Happiness never decreases by being shared. Learn this from water. Loud splashes the brook, but the depth of the ocean is calm.